What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is just some Tristana gameplay on the old map in the background. But I wanted to talk about The Walking Dead because I think at this moment in time, the majority of people have finished it and watched it and everything. And I was reading a lot of comments, and you know, it's always fun to read like comments on Twitter where people are like, oh, The Walking Dead fell off after season 1. It fell off after season 3. I fucking hate it. And it's like all these people still watch it, right? But they love to just hate the show. And then they're like, oh, they killed Beth. I don't really care. It's my favorite character. And people who watch Walking Dead have low IQ. And I was like, dude, it's a TV show. It's entertainment, right? And if you're not entertained, turn it off. Like, you don't have to pay for watch it. It's not like Game of Thrones on HBO where you have to pay for it. And these guys are just like constantly ragging on it. And I'm going to talk about Beth's death in a second, but I just want to get something straight. Like, if you don't like it, dude, just don't watch it. It's that simple. It's that easy. I don't know. I don't know why people still go on Twitter and complain to this day about Walking Dead when it's you don't have to pay for it and you just watch it. But enough on that. The thing is, Beth, right? Beth died, and this is my plan going into it. I thought for sure Daryl, Rick, Carol, or Michonne was going to die. I thought it was going to be one of those four, Michonne and Carl as a pair. But it turns out none of that even happened, and it turned out to be Beth, which I didn't expect at all. And I thought for sure, like, Beth to me was like one of those expendable type characters. I was like, oh, she could die, whatever, she doesn't add much. But I was surprised, man. I watched the episode and I was really sad, right? I was like, almost like, I was defeated, you know, I was a defeated man. Like, I was sitting there and I was like, wow, you know, Beth is dead. I guess it's because, this is my theory. She was the one character who wasn't really fazed by the world at this point. You know what I mean? Like, here, I'll say it like this. Everyone else has done all these heinous acts. They're killing people. They're fighting for their lives. They're fighting for everything. Just to, you know, just for breadcrumbs, to stay alive for one more hour. And she's the girl in the group who's just singing, and she's like all innocent. She hasn't been fazed by the world. She's going through like her teenage years where she's like, oh, Daryl, I need a drink and all this stuff, right? And it's like the zombie apocalypse hasn't taken away that like the real world type sense of like being a teenager, and she's like the symbol of hope and the only one who doesn't have blood on their hands, which was kind of cool, right? Like everyone else is like adapted to this new zombie world, and you can like only imagine how Rick's kid is going to be, or Shane's kid, we don't know how Rick or Shane's kid is going to be when she grows up, man. Because if you're a baby growing up, like that's going to be like the scientific experiment, right? Because no one's ever seen how a baby has grown up in like the zombie apocalypse, and now we're gonna see it, which is, I think is gonna be pretty cool. But back to Beth. So we're in the end of the episode. Everyone knows, right? It's boiling down. It's the past, I don't know, 40 minutes now, and here we go. We're 50 minutes into it. They enter the hospital. We see Dawn there, which Dawn turned out to be a very likable character. I will say I liked her because she watched Beth's back that whole time. But remember, we all thought she was going to be like the new governor where she's smacking people around and all this. But it turns out that didn't happen. And so anyway, we're in the Walking Dead, 55 minutes in, and they're all in the hallway, and everyone's fine. We're all coming away, and Beth takes a step back in. And we all saw her put the scissors in. I knew something was going to happen. And she stabs the vest. And a lot of people say like, "Oh, why didn't she just stab her in the neck? That doesn't even make sense." But the vest, to get to the heart, you'd have to stab in it and stab down, because that's the type of vest that the police wear. I actually have a friend who went to police academy for about 4 hours, so he would know this. A little bit of an inside joke there. But anyway, I shouldn't have said that. My whole view on The Walking Dead is that it's a great show on TV. It's entertaining. I haven't been bored once this entire season or last season, man. I will say Herschel's death did hit me a bit more, but Beth's death hit me pretty hard, I would say. But I have one question. Who is the character you missed the most? And I'll predict every comment right now. Every comment is gonna say Herschel. Herschel was like see what I mean? It's like Beth all over again, but to more of like a major scale, where Herschel was like this family guy who was like, he's like the older guy who had all this like wise advice, and he was helping Rick. He was like Rick's advisor. You know, like Obama has advisors. That's what he was to Rick. And he would just give everyone advice, and he'd feel like the guy that you could come to like express your problems. And I mean, Beth kind of felt like that in a similar way, except that she didn't have like the old wise type you know, attitude, and she wouldn't help people with problems. It's just that she didn't view the world as sick as everyone else did. But anyway, guys, I'm out. I just wanted to get that out. And I didn't want to talk about it too soon because I didn't want to ruin anyone's mid-season finale. But I gotta say, man, I cannot wait for this February for The Walking Dead. I'm looking so forward to it. Like, it's crazy right now. So, anyway, like I said, leave a comment. Who did you enjoy dying the most? Yeah, who did you enjoy dying the most? Let's do that. Who did you want to see killed in The Walking Dead? And who is still alive that you would like to see killed? See you guys later. Peace.